I decided to make this little short story. This is like day 9 of not writing at all. Just busy, feeling blah, whatever. But this is the first day that I felt like myself. I'm not sure what's been going on, but I'm going to go for a ride. And no gadgets, no heart rate monitors, no nothing. Taking my good old steed, the Colnago, just go out and spin. And I'm going to take some clips for you all. But the purpose of this is just to let you know that it's okay. There are times when things happen and you can't ride. That's okay, don't fret about it. And so usually I give myself 3 times the time off to get back to the form I was in before. So for me, and sometimes it takes less than that, but I'm not going to focus on that. And that's why I wanted to share the story with you. So you just want to kind of go out and get your body back into the swing of things. So I'm going to wear some black socks. It's a little after 9 a.m. Let's see. A pair of socks to wear. With a coral in this. And I'll just take these. Just going to go out for a little over an hour, see how my body feels with the swing of things. It's been a long time since I've taken off this much time off the bike. So it's unusual, but I pretty much know how to train. And if you have a coach, that's when you bounce things off your coach. Make sure you understand how to ease back into it. You don't want to shock your system too much. My hands are a little dry. It's just lotion here. It's not very hot right now. So I'm going to go out before it gets warm. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and get my spin in before that time. A little bit of sunblock on my arms. Your arms sit there doing nothing. With the legs move. I do both the arms and the legs. More on the arms than the legs. Just put it on like lotion. I like these because they go on cool, they disappear, and they're not greasy. I have my new glasses I'm trying today. They look really cool, they feel good, great coverage. I'll take some clips for you all. This feels really, really weird. It's like the bike feels foreign after almost 10 days not riding. Of course, there are no soreness, and my body has fully recovered. And I think, 9 days is a long time, and this is day 10, and I'm on the bike. But it's almost like at some point, too many days off, the body detrains. That's what we call it. So the fit of the bike is, as I remember, is very comfortable, of course. But everything as far as the pedaling motion feels foreign. And usually it takes me a few hours to really get back into the swing of things, even when I miss 1 or 2 days. So it will probably take most of this ride for me to feel like I'm cycling per se. Because right now my legs are moving, but I don't feel the smoothness that I usually feel. Beautiful day. It's summer, of course, down here in Central Texas, but anytime before noon that you get out, or before 1, it's very pleasant. So it's not very hot. We've had a lot of rain. You can see the lawns, the grass, the green are happy. I have not turned on my sprinkler system since last fall, because it's just, there's no reason to it. We've had so much rain, and some of these yahoos run their sprinkler systems even though it's not necessary because they're too lazy to go turn it off. But beautiful morning here. You can see right there. I've got the GoPro with me, but without the gimbal. It should be okay because I'm holding it off the bike. But everything feels foreign. So I'm just gonna spin and let my body get back into the swing of things. But I have missed being on the bike. But you should be able to take time off and not fret over it. That's what this story is about. So I'm gonna even be taking more time off because this weekend we're going out of town for about 6 days on vacation, family vacation. So it'll take me a few weeks after I get back to really get back into the swing of things, but that's normal. Well, it's about an hour 18 into the ride, and I finally am beginning to feel like I have a connection with the bike. The saddle, the shoes, the pedaling motion, everything feels so much better now. It's really odd how the body forgets. The first hour felt like I was on autopilot, of course. I felt no sensations in my legs or anything. And that's usually when you take off a lot of time. And everything just felt hard and different, even though I wasn't going hard. But right now, I'm beginning to feel like a cyclist again. And I took a scenic route. I'll share with you guys and girls. It's really pretty out here. I'm not that far from home. I'm in an area called Creekside. It's flat, few rolling hills, few sprinters bumps. There's a car coming. I'm gonna stop here. But I want to show you this lake that I'm riding nearby. And then I'm going to show you another lake over there. And so no heart rate monitor, no nothing. I'm not even tracking the cadence or whatever. The computer's off. I'm just out riding. I'm just using a clock to know when to get back. I was going to only do an hour and a half, but I got out here. It's so much fun. Look at that lake. Let me move over. Maybe you can see it better. Let me go, and I'm gonna ride in the grass here. It's a bit of I use a lot of pine needles. I do this at home too. The pine needles are great for mulching. Look at this lake. It's called, of course, it's man-made. We use them as reservoirs. They call them retention ponds, but they get them to where people can sit. I hope the camera does a good job of taking it in. But that's the area I'm riding in called Creekside. Let me get back on the road here. I hope this thing will continue to film. Let's see. Oh, pine needles for mulching. I use that in my yard instead of paying for mulch. We have these readily available from all the pine trees that I have in the yard. It's about almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow is a holiday, July 4th. So there aren't a whole lot of people out right now. Saw a few people riding, just recreationally. There's a little bump up there. These are one of the things. I did a few sprints just to kind of loosen up my body and kind of get my body back into the swing of things. But it feels weird to have been off for so long. It just feels foreign. I'm not used to not riding for long blocks of time. But you have to ease back into it. And I'm gonna give myself a few weeks to really get back. It takes about 3 times as long. If you've been off like, say a week, give yourself 3 weeks to really get back to the form you had. So it'll probably take me about 3 to 4 weeks, almost a month, to get back to my top conditioning I was in. But doesn't mean I won't ride or train, but that's how you have to look at it. camera angle, I hope it's getting a good shot. Hard to tell. But hopefully it won't be too shaky. Needless to say, I'm not paying attention to any metrics other than the sensations of my body. And all I'm doing is selecting a gear that allows me to feel the gear slightly. Not working. Just feeling the light pressure of the gear. There's more lakes over here in this subdivision as well. Hope the camera can get it. It's really pretty. Even more lakes over there. They use these to store the water when we get a lot of rain as a temporary reservoir. So I'm taking terrain that is not very challenging. Even if I come across like this one, this hill coming up is about, at its peak, 2.9% maybe. And I'm just going to spin up the climb and enjoy it. There's a lake, there are lakes, a lake behind these trees here. It's really pretty. So in the summer down here, if you come out before 2 p.m., you get to really enjoy the beautiful summer days that we have here. You just have to keep in mind that if you train consistently, a little time off, you're not going to lose too much of your fitness in a short period of time. So don't fret over it. What you don't want to do is just jump right back into the heat of things, depending on how long you've been on. Because it cuts the enjoyment. So you get back and you just ride, get back into your regular schedule, and when your body's ready, you'll know. So I've been riding close to almost 90 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and head back home, turn here, head back home. I wanted to just film this little story to let you all know that train consistently, so when you have to take time off, you don't have to be too concerned about it, and learn how to train. That's the key. Know how to get back into your program. Don't try to jump into the deep end too soon. So no matter what, make sure, keep getting those Ks. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the beautiful day that's out here. You can hear the birds singing. Very lovely, light wind. Beautiful day for a bike ride. As every day is.